Yo, what is up guys, welcome to a new video and welcome to a new how to layer tutorial. In this case it's gonna be how to layer hardstyle kick, because some of you told me to make a tutorial about how to create hardstyle kicks, but the thing is that I don't create my own hardstyle kicks. What I do is just take 1, 2, 3 hardstyle kicks, layer them, distort them, EQ them, make them sound different, so at the end you have a different kick than at the beginning. The thing is that making a hardstyle kick is something pretty difficult, okay? Some producers spend one day maybe to make just one kick, and they use a different project because it's like you have a sine wave or a kick, and you start EQing, distorting, and repeat a lot of times until you get the result you want. And this takes a lot of CPU, a lot of times, and all these things. But if you want me to make a tutorial about how to make a hardstyle kick from zero, as a challenge, let's get to 73 likes on this video and I will make that challenge for you. And well, I want to say that the hardstyle tutorial I did, the FOP is in the description of that video, okay? So you can go there and download it. And you will have a PDF file where I show you how you can get some hardstyle kicks that I did, layering different kicks, some uplifters. And amongst all the people that get those sounds, I will give away a mixing of your track, one of your tracks will be mixed by me. So if you want to get those sounds and be the lucky winner and get the track mixed by me, just go to that video, download the file and follow the steps. And with that being said, let's start with this tutorial. Alright, so here we have one kick and here we have another kick. Okay, as you can see, this is punchier, has more mids and lows, and this is a bit brighter, has more highs. So I think they are good to be combined, because each one has its frequencies, it's a spectrum. And the first thing you have to have in mind is that it needs to be in the same key, of course. This is D and this is in D. Okay, you're gonna have two kicks in different key because it's not gonna sound good. Okay, so at this point, what I like to do is first this one stretch it, okay, so it's on the beat. And then about this one, I cannot stretch because it will look like this, and this part it has almost no sound, so I don't really like it. And now to combine sounds, especially kicks, we need to talk about a bit of theory, okay? The thing is that if you have a sine wave, going up and then going down, and you put the same sine wave, the same volume, the same curve, but going down, you're not gonna get any sound because they cancel each other. So in this case, it happens the same. If you go here to the kicks, we can see the curve. Okay, it goes up, down. Okay, so if we have here the kick going in the opposite way, as it goes up here, it goes down here. Even if they are not the same kick and they are not the same, they don't have the same curve, it's not gonna sound good. Okay, so we have to take care of that. If we go to this point, for example, we can see that it starts going down in this kick, but it just arrived to the top on this one. So what we would do is click on the stretch and stretch a bit, maybe like this. Let's go, for example, to this point. It arrived to the top here also, and let's go to this point where it just arrived to the top, and here it starts going down. So I would take out a bit of the stretch I did like this. So now just cut the rest of the kick. And now here we have both kicks. But what you have to do now is listen to it, because maybe you have the curves in the correct way, but it doesn't sound good. So if you click 2 times in this kick, you can see here the reverse polarity. If you click here, all the points are gonna be in the opposite way. So every time that it goes down, if you click on the reverse polarity, it's going to be going up. Look on this on the wave as it changes. So what I'm gonna do is listen first like this, and then click on the reverse polarity and listen again. Reverse polarity. As you can see, now it doesn't sound that good, it doesn't have power, but like this has a lot more power and it sounds a lot better. Okay, so let's just start with EQing and all these things. I'm gonna start first with one kick. I'm gonna EQ it to make it sound a bit better than the other, and then I'm gonna start EQing both together. I'm gonna decrease here a bit, just to make it a bit tighter. And let's check the other one. And now what I'm gonna do is open 2 different EQs, okay? This is for the first kick and this is for the second kick, and I'm gonna start layering them, okay? EQing them at the same time. As we know, the second kick this one is a lot brighter, okay, and the first kick is more lower. So what we can do is start just decreasing a bit on the highs. Okay, so this way we give a bit more space to the second one. What I like to do is listen to both at the same time, reset this, and then with Control Z, I come back. So I listen both versions and I see if there's a difference. This way sounds a bit more cleaner, okay. And as this one has more lows, and has all the power, what I'm gonna do is take out the lows, the sub of this second kick. Let's compare before and after. Okay, it's a bit more cleaner. Maybe you can think that the previous version was better because it had more sub bass, but the reality is it has too much sub bass. So now I'm just gonna start moving some knobs, to check how it could sound better. Okay, so now that I like more or less the sound that they have, what I'm gonna do is link both channels to one mixer channel. So here we're gonna create the group called kick. So here I'm gonna combine both and EQ and compress all the things on both kicks at the same time. I'm gonna increase a bit the volumes so they don't clip. And here what I'm gonna do, the first thing I like to do on hardstyle kicks is open OTT. I have a tutorial about this, but what I'm gonna do is move these knobs here until I have more or less a sound that I like, and then I'm gonna take out a bit of the depth. So now that more or less I like this kind of sound, what I'm gonna do is take it out until 30% or 20, I'm gonna check. So before and after. Now I'm gonna open another EQ and I'm gonna EQ it again. And now I'm in a point that more or less I like the sound it has, okay? But the thing is that now it's more about your creativity, okay? You can add some distortion, some saturation, compression, limiting, and all these things. So I'm gonna try some things and I come back in just in a minute. Alright, so after some processing, we have here, well, the LTT, the EQ, we have some Camel Crusher to distort and make it sound a bit fatter, some deglue to compress both sounds together so they glue together and they sound more like a unique kick, then some EQ because I had too much highs, and then some limiting to, well, limit the kick. So before it sounded like this, and now it sounds like this. In my opinion, it sounds better, it sounds a bit brighter, okay? And then the thing is that you have to have in mind that then when you add the leads, the chords and all these things, maybe you have to decrease a bit on the highs to mix it better, okay? But for now, this kick, in my opinion, sounds good. If we look at the spectrum, we can see here we have a line that is the sub bass, okay? But here we don't have anything. It depends on you, okay? You can try to add a sub bass. So what I would do to add this sub bass, it just goes here and click on 3x OSC. So you have a sine wave, go down until D, okay? This D, okay? D2, in this case won't work because we already have these frequencies. So we want these ones. I will put this oscillator here, and now what I would do is go to the first kick, okay, open volume shaper, and what I want from the first kick is just the attack. We can see the attack is this, okay, so what I'm gonna do is maybe do it like this. So we have only the attack, and then I would move this to the sine wave and delete from the original kick. And on the sine wave, what I'm gonna do is right click, mirror on X axis, so we have the opposite. Maybe make it a bit softer like this, okay? And now this sine wave has a bit of sidechain, so it doesn't interfere with the attack, the punch of the kick. so it would be a bit cleaner, and well, just EQ and try the things. In this case, I'm not gonna use it because in my opinion, yeah, it doesn't have that really low end, but it sounds good, okay? And if I add this sub bass there, okay, this really sub, probably it's not gonna sound that good. It's gonna lose a bit of punch, so I prefer to just leave it like this. And well, if in the track at the end I feel like that I need a bit more bass, I could just add it, you know, with this technique that I show you, with just a sine wave. All right, guys, so it's not really that difficult. Just have to take care of the signs, you know, the curves of the kick to make it sound good together. And then just as other layer things, you know, just give a space for each sound. So for example, if I have two claps, okay, you want one brighter and then another warmer, and you give a space for each one, okay, so they both don't interfere with each other. Each clap has its place, you know, and it sounds good together. So with the kicks it's the same. You want a brighter kick, you want a warmer kick, or a more distorted kick, or things like that, and you want each kick to have its function, you know, its purpose on the layered kick, and just try to EQ, distort, and all these things. So at the end, you're gonna get a really different result. So the original kick, okay, the warmer kick was pretty different than the one we have now. And if I add some distortion on all these things, it's gonna sound even more different. So nothing else, guys. Hope this tutorial helped you a bit. Just leave some likes. So if we get to 73, I will try to make a kick from 0. And well, if you have any questions or any more suggestions, just leave it down in the comments. Subscribe so you don't miss any tutorial. And guys, see you in the next video.